हेलो गाइस, आप लोग कैसे हो। मैं अजीत प्रताप यादव आप लोगों के लिए नई वीडियो लेके आ गया। आज इस वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे कि क्लास 10 का साइंस यूनिट 7 हाउ डू ऑर्गेनिज्म रिप्रोड्यूस। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट। नाउ वी विल डिस्कस इन पार्ट 1 हाउ डू ऑर्गेनिज्म रिप्रोड्यूस। क्वेश्चन नंबर पार्ट 1 इंट्रोडक्शन एंड सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन। पार्ट 1 In part 1 we will discuss introduction as asexual reproduction. Question number 1 to 25. Why is reproduction essential for organism? Reproduction is essential for the continuation of a species and to maintain the lineage from one generation to the next generation. Question: why is reproduction is essential for the organism? Reproduction is essential for the continuation of a species and maintain the lineage from one generation to the next. Question number: what is the basic purpose of reproduction? To produce offspring that have characteristics similar to their parents. Question number 2: what is the basic purpose of reproduction? Answer is to produce offspring that have the characteristics similar to their parents. Question number: define DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is the genetic material present in nucleus of a cells, which carries information for inheritance of feature from parent to the next generation. Question number 4: what is the importance of DNA copying in reproduction? DNA copying replication ensures the transfer of genetic information from parents to offspring. It is responsible for the inheritance of characteristics and introduce variation which are crucial for evolution. Question number 4: what is the importance of DNA copying in reproduction? DNA copying replication ensure the transfer of genetic information from parent to offspring. It is responsible for the inheritance of characteristics and introduce variation which are crucial for evolution. Question number 5: what are variation? Why are they beneficial for a species? Variation are the difference in characteristic between individual of the same species. They are beneficial because they allow a species to survive in changing environment and form basic basis for evolution. Question number 6: what are the two main type of reproduction? Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Question number 7: define asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a mode of reproduction that involves a single parent. The offspring produced are genetically and morphologically identical to the parents and are called clones. Define asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a mode of reproduction that involves a single parent. The offspring produced are genetically and morphologically identical to the parents and are called clones. Question number 8: list different types of asexual reproduction. Fission, binary and multiple, budding, fragmentation, regeneration, spore formation and vegetative propagation. Question number 8: list the different types of asexual reproduction. These: fission, binary and multiple, budding, fragmentation, regeneration, spore formation and vegetative propagation. Question number 9: what is binary fission? Give an example. It is a type of asexual reproduction where a single cell divides into two equal halves. Example: amoeba and paramecium. Question number 10: what is the multiple fission? Give an example. Answer: it is a type of asexual reproduction where a single cell divides into many daughter cells simultaneously. Example: plasmodium, the malarial parasite. Question number 10: what is the multiple fission? Give an example. It is a type of asexual reproduction where a single cell divides into many daughter cells simultaneously. Example: plasmodium, the malarial parasite. Question number 11: what is budding? Give an example. It is a type of asexual reproduction where a small outgrowth bud develops on the parent body, matures and detaches to become a new individual. Example: hydra is. Question number 11: what is budding? Give an example. It is a type of asexual reproduction where a small outgrowth bud develops on the plant body, matures, and detaches to become a new individual. Example: hydra is. Question number 12: what is fragmentation? Give an example. Answer: it is a type of asexual reproduction where the parent body breaks into fragments and each fragment grow into a new individual. Example, Spirogara and alga platform. Question number 13. What is regeneration? Give an example. It is the ability of an organism to grow its lost body part. Example, planaria are flatworm, lizard and regenerate their tail. Question number 14. Differentiate between fragmentation and regeneration. Fragmentation is a mode of reproduction where the parents break into species, each giving rise to new organism. Regeneration is primarily a healing process to regrow lost body parts, which may not always result in the formation of a new individual. Question number 15. What is spore formation? Give an example. It is a type of asexual reproduction where the parents plant produce spore in sporangia. These spores are microscopic, protected by the thick wall, and can develop into new individual under favorable condition. Example, Rhizopus, bread mold, ferns, mosses. Question number 15. What is the spore formation? Give an example. It is a type of asexual reproduction where the parent plant produces spores in sporangia. These spores are microscopic, protected by a thick wall, and can develop into new individual under favorable condition. Example, Rhizopus, bread mold, ferns, mosses. Question number 16. What are spores? Spores are microscopic asexual reproductive unit protected by a thick wall that can survive unfavorable conditions. Question number 16. What are spores? Spores are microscopic asexual reproductive unit protected by a thick wall that can survive unfavorable conditions. Question number 17. What is vegetative propagation? It is a type of asexual reproduction in plant where new plants are produced from vegetative parts like roots, stem and leaves. Question number 18. Give two examples of plants that reproduce through fruits, sweet potato and dahlia. Question number 19. Give two examples of plants that reproduce through stems. Underground stem, potato, tuber, ginger, rhizome, onion bulb. Horizontal stem, grass, strawberry, runner. Question number 20. Give an example of a plant that reproduce through leaves. Bryophyllum. Leaf notches have advantageous buds. Question number 10. 21. What are the advantages of vegetative propagation? Answer is faster than growing from seeds. All offspring are genetically identical clone to the parents. Preserving desired trait. Example, seedless grapes. Plants that have lost the ability to produce Bible seeds can be propagated. Question number 22. What is tissue culture? It is a technique of growing cell, tissue, or organ in a sterile nutrient medium under controlled condition to produce many new plants from a single parent plant. It is a form of micropropagation. Question number 23. What are the advantages of tissue culture? It allows the production of large number of plants in a short time from a single parent clone. It is used to produce disease-free plant and conserve rare plant species. Question number 24. Name the one bisexual animal. Earthworm, leech, tapeworm. Question number 25. Why is offspring produced by sexual reproduction referred to as clone? Because the offspring is genetically and morphologically identical to its single parent. Part 2. Sexual reproduction in plant. Question number 26 to question number 50. Question number 26. What is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction involves the fusion of two gametes, one from each parent, two from a zygote. The offspring produced are not identical to the parents. Question number 27. What are the male and female gametes in plant? Male gamete is the pollen grain sperm cells. Female gamete is the egg cell present in the ovules. Question number 20. Name the reproductive parts of the flower. Stamen, male reproductive parts, and pistil, carpel, female reproductive part. Question number 29. Draw a bell-level diagram of flowering flower showing its reproductive part. Conceptual diagram. A flower should be level with stamen, anther, filament, stamen, pistil, stigma, style, ovary, ovules inside the ovary. Question number 30. What is the function of the anther? The anther produces pollen grain which contain the male gametes. Question number 30. What is the function of the anther? The anther produces pollen grain which contain the male gametes. Question number 31. What is the function of the ovary? The ovary contain ovules. Each ovule has an egg cell, female gametes. Question number 32. Define pollination. The transfer of pollen grain from anther of a stamen to the stigma of a pistil called pollination. Question number 33. What are the two main types of pollination? Self-pollination and cross-pollination. Question number 34. Differentiate between self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination, transfer of pollen grain from the anther to stigma of the same flower or anther flower on the same plant. Now, cross-pollination, transfer of pollen grain from the anther of a flower on one plant to the stigma of the flower to another plant of the same species. Question number 35. What are the agent of pollination? Wind, water, insect, bird, and other animals. Question number 30. What is fertilization? Fertilization is process of fusion of male gametes from the pollen grain with the female gamete eggs in the ovules to form zygote. Question number 30. What happened to the following after fertilization? Ovule become the seed. Ovary become the fruit. Zygote develop into the embryo inside the seed. Question number 38. What is a seed? A seed is fertilized ovules that contain an embryo, store food and protected by seed coat. Question number 13. What is the function of a fruit? The fruit protect the seed and help in their dispersal. Question number 40. What is seed dispersal? The scattering of seed away from the parent plant is called seed dispersal. Question number 41. Why is seed dispersal important? It prevents competition for sunlight, water, and mineral between the parent plant and the new seedling. It also helps in colonizing the new area. Question number 42. Name the various agents of seed dispersal. Wind, water, animals, and explosion, self-dispersal. Question number 43. Give an example of seed dispersed by wind. Seeds of drumstick or maple being seeds. Seed of cotton are dandelion, hairy fibers. Question number 44. Give an example of seed dispersed by water. Coconut, spongy water coat, lotus. Question number 45. Give an example of seed dispersed by animals. Seed of gentium or urena with hook or spines. Fleshy fruit eaten by animal. Example mango and guava. Question number 46. What are the unisexual flower? Give an example. Flower that contain either only stamen or only pistil. Example papaya, watermelon, cucumber. Question number 46. What are unisexual flower? Give an example. Flower that contain either only stamens or only pistil. Example papaya, watermelon, cucumber. Question number 47. What are the bisexual flower? Give an example. Flower that contain both stamen and pistil. Example mustard, rose, hibiscus. Now question number 48. What is the difference between a fruit and a vegetable, biologically speaking? Biologically, a fruit is ripened ovary that contains seed. A vegetable is another other edible part of the plant, like root, carrot, stem, tomato, etc. Question number 49. Name the reproductive part of the plant that develop into fruit, the ovary. Now, question number 50. What is significance of sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction lead to the generation of the variation of offspring, which is essential for evolution and the survival of species in changing environment. Now move to part 3, sexual reproduction in human. I will discuss in this section question number 51 to question number 55. Now question number 51. Name the male and female gamete in humans. Male gamete sperm, female gamete ovum, eggs. Question number 52. Where are the male gamete sperm produced? In the testes, male reproductive organs. Now question number 53. What is the function of testes? Testes produce sperm and the male sex hormone testosterone. Now question number 54. Why are the testes located outside the abdominal body? Because the production of sperm require a temperature 2-3 degrees Celsius lower than the normal body temperature. Now question number 55. Name the tube that carries sperm from the testes. The sperm duct are vast difference. Now question number 56. Name the gland that contribute to the formation of sperm. Name the gland that contribute to the formation of a semen. Question number 56. Name the gland that contribute to the formation of semen. The prostate gland and the seminal vessel. Question number 57. What is semen? The fluid containing sperm and secretion from the prostate and seminal vesicle is called sperm. It provides nutrition and medium for sperms to swim. Question number 58. What is the function of penis? It is the organ for copulation through which sperm are transferred into the female reproductive tract. Question number 59. What are the female gamete? Ova produce. Where are the female gamete ovary produced? Question number 59. Where are the female gamete ovary produced? In the ovaries, female reproductive organ. Question number 60. What is the function of ovaries? Ovary produce ova, eggs, and female sex hormone estrogen and progesterone. What is the function of the ovary? Ovary produce ova, eggs, and female sex hormone estrogen and progesterone. Question number 61. What is the fertilization in human? Where does it occur? Fertilization is the fusion of sperm with an ovum to form a zygote. It occurs in fallopian tube, oviduct. What is the fertilization in human? Where does it occur? Fertilization is fusion of male sperm with an ovum to form zygote. It occurs in fallopian tube. Question number 62. What happened to the fertilized zygote? The zygote divides repeatedly to form a ball of cells, embryo, which get embedded in the thick lining of the uterus implantation for further development. Now, question number 63. What Question number 60 is what is the function of uterus? Womb. What Question number 60 is what is the function of uterus? Womb. The uterus is the site where the embryo develop into the fetus. Now, question number 64. What is the placenta? The placenta is the special disc-like tissue embedded in the uterine wall. It facilitates the supply of oxygen and nutrients from the mother to the embryo and removal of waste from the embryo to the mother. Now, question number 65. Through the placenta, which contain villi on the embryo side and blood space on the mother's side, allowing the exchange of material without mixing of blood. Now, question number 6. What is the gestation period in human? The gestation period is about the 9 months, approximately 280 days. It is the time for fertilization to a birth. Question number 16. What is parturition? To act of giving birth to a baby is called parturition. Question number 68. What are the primary sex organs? Testes in male and ovaries in female. They are produce gametes. Question number 69. What is puberty? Puberty is the age at which the testes and ovaries begin to produce gametes and sex hormones, leading to the development of secondary sexual characteristics. Now, question number 70. List two secondary sexual characters. Question number 70. List two secondary sexual characters in boy. Growth of facial hair, beard, and mustache. Deepening of boys' growth of hair and chest. Question number 71. List two secondary sexual character in girls. Development of breasts, initiation of the menstruation cycle, growth of hair in armpit and pubic region. Question number 72. What is menstruation? Menstruation is the cyclic bleeding in female that occur if the released ovum is not fertilized. It involves the breakdown of the uterine lining, which is shed along with the unfertilized egg and blood. Question number 73. What is the menstrual cycle? The reproductive cycle in human female approximately 28 days, involving the maturation and release of the ovum and the preparation of uterus to receive it. Question number 74. What is menopause? The permanent stoppage of menstruation in female around 45 to 50 year of age is called menopause. Question number 75. Disease which what are sexually transmitted diseases? STDs. Give two examples. Diseases that are spread through sexual contact with an infected person. Example: gonorrhea, syphilis, AIDS caused by HIV. Question number 76. How does STD be prevented? By using condom during sex, avoiding sexual contact with multiple partners, and ensuring multiple mutual faithfulness. Question number 77. What is contraception? What is contraception? The prevention of pregnancy by using various methods is called contraception. Question number 78. Name the three contraceptive methods. Barrier method, condom, property, chemical method, oral contraceptive pill, surgical method, vasectomy in male, tuberectomy in female. Question number 79. What is the principle behind using condom as a contraceptive? Condom act as a barrier preventing the meeting of the sperm and ovum. They also protect against STDs. Question number 80. Differentiate between vasectomy and tubectomy. Vasectomy, the surgical cutting and tying of the vas deferens in male to prevent the passage of sperm. Tubectomy, the surgical cutting and tying of the fallopian tube in female to prevent the passage of eggs. Question number 81. How do oral contraceptive pills work? They contain hormones that stop the various ovaries from the releasing ova eggs. How do oral contraceptive pills work? They contain hormones that stop the ovaries from the releasing ova eggs. Question number 82. What are the advantages of using mechanical barrier like condom? They are effective in preventing pregnancy and also protect against sexually transmitted disease STD. Question number 83. What is the full form of AIDS and HIV? AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, HIV, human deficiency virus, HIV, human immunovirus. Question number 81. How oral contraceptive pill works? They contain hormones that stop the ovaries from the releasing eggs ova. Question number 82. What are the advantages of using mechanical barrier like condom? They are effective in preventing pregnancy and also protect against sexually transmitted disease STD. Question number 83. What is the full form of AIDS and HIV? Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. Question number 84. What is the use of condom in countries? Because it is safe and effective method to prevent pregnancy and also provide protection against sexually transmitted disease STD. Question number 85. What is the significance of sexual mode of reproduction? It leads to the creation of new combination of DNA variation, which is essential for evolution and the survival of species in changing environment. Now move to part 4. In part 4, we will discuss reproductive health and miscellaneous question 86 to 100. Question number 86. What is the reproductive health? A state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being in all matter relating to the reproductive system. Question number 86. What is reproductive health? A state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being in all matters relating to the reproductive system. Question number 8 is why is education necessary for the adolescent? Question number 8 is why is sex education necessary for adolescents? To provide them with accurate information about bodily change, sexual health, and safe sexual practice, and to discourage myth and misconception. Question number 88. What is the legal age of marriage in India? 21 year for male and 81 year for females. What is the legal age of marriage in India? 21 year for male and 81 year for female. Now, why is pregnant women advised to take iron and folic acid supplement to prevent anemia and to support the healthy development of fetus? Essentially, its nervous system. Question number 90. Name the surgical method of birth control available for male vasectomy. Now question number 91. Name the surgical method of birth control available for female tubectomy. Question number 92. What is the role of testosterone? Testosterone is the male sex hormones that control the development of male secondary sexual character and the production of sperm. Question number 93. What is the role of estrogen? Answer. Estrogen is the female sex hormone that control the development of female secondary sexual character and the menstrual cycle. Question number 94. What is the role of estrogen? Estrogen is the female sex hormones that control the development of female secondary sexual characteristics and the menstrual cycle. Question number 94. What is a zygote? A zygote is a single cell formed by the fusion of male gamete sperm and female gamete ovum. It is the first cell of new individual. Question number 95. What is the main difference between a zygote and fetus? A zygote is single cell formed just after fertilization. A fetus is the stage of embryo when all the body parts are identifiable after about 8 weeks of pregnancy in human. Question number 96. List one method of contraception that also protect against STD. The use of condom barrier method. Question number 97. What is the advantage of fruit formation in plant? Fruit protect the seeds and add in their disposal. Question number 99. Name the one sexually transmitted disease which is caused by virus. AIDS caused by HIV. Question number 99. 98. Name the one sexually transmitted disease which is caused by virus. AIDS caused by Name one sexually transmitted disease which is curable. Gonorrhea or syphilis caused by bacteria can cured by antibiotics. Question number 100. Why is variation beneficial to the species but not necessary for the individual? Variation may not always be beneficial for an individual, as some change can be harmful. However, for a species, variation in population provide a survival advantage during adverse conditions, as some individuals are likely to have the trait that help them adopt and survive. I hope this list serve as an excellent resource for your revision. Best of luck with your study. जय हिंद जय भारत।